Alright. I'm just going to watch the first little bit. We'll see where you're at, and then I'll start talking about things. Okay. So, the first thing I want to say is very important. And I say this as a former Lucio OTP. He is still my favorite hero in this game. I love him dearly. Our hero is dog shit. Yeah? He's not good. Every other support in the game is better at just about everything. Except for 3 seconds. For 3 seconds on a 12-second cooldown, our hero gets to be OP as shit. Yeah? He is fundamentally broken for 3 seconds at a time. And that's why he can be strong. While this is like on cooldown, he's not good. Yeah? He's mediocre at best. And the way you get value is through multitasking, by doing a whole bunch of different things at once. And we'll go into that in a bit, but mostly just first to start with, you need to be getting value out of your amps, yeah? I'm not saying hold it forever, but speeding out a spawn, what did that get you? The cart was right there. The enemy team is already set up. You want to speed out of spawn on King of the Hill maps only. And the reason is because both teams are leaving spawn at the same time, which means whoever gets there first can take the better positioning first and then set up and defend that zone from the enemy. And it's always easier to defend than attack. But they're already set up in their defensive position, so running into them faster doesn't help you any. And then the second amp heals on the cart, you're in front of your team. You can't see them, you don't know if they need it. I'm not saying never amp heals, but like they have no idea. You had no idea if they needed that, yeah? As Lucio, you want to exist on the edges of the fight, never in the front and not really in the middle either, yeah? You have a pretty wide circle. So if you were, for example, just up on this wall right here, or even like up on this wall here, your Junkrat's good. If we're riding up along here, our hog is good, yeah? We can boop their hog back into our team, whatever. You know, we can do stuff. You don't have to be on top of them. You don't have to be in front of, or you don't want to be in front of them. But mostly we want to be vibing on walls, yeah? And honestly, if you don't have the mechanics yet to just be living on walls, you want to work on that. It's fundamental to the hero, but it's actually not necessary. I've gotten coached by a guy who was like, I play Lucio in top 500 games on the ground. Because Lucio just wasn't his hero, but like if he had to lock, like if Lucio was what was needed back in the day, like he would lock him and it was fine. You just opens up so many opportunities to be up here. But anyway, I digress. Care your amps for sure. So again, we get nothing out of this one. And then we walk in face first and die. Yeah? You're a projectile hero. You don't have damage fall off. So why do you have to get on top of them to shoot them? Especially when there's this many. You're also a Reinhardt pocket. Yeah? So imagine if we were hanging back instead. And then we came out here, sped this guy back and booped her over the edge, or just killed her, whatever, yeah? I think maybe you inted to try to help your Rhine while he was in deep, but like, all you did was die. He was either going to die here or not, and you running in and dying was never going to help that, yeah? You have to just let that shit go. You have to play your own life, and you do whatever you can to help your team, but you never do anything that's going to get you yourself killed, because then you're not helping them, yeah? You're just dead. No help to be had once you die, yeah? Whole team is, like, you're just fighting their team face first. Half your team's in spawn. You should be dead. This dive on the Ana is good, but reload while we're going on her, yeah? You have 8 shots in your clip. You didn't reload. So now you are. Oh, you got the boop, though. Good job. Good job on the boop. That was a good play. That was really good. Going for plays like that, very strong. Help your Brig with that. What are you doing? That diva is almost out of mech, and you just turned around and left her. Yeah? You were going to die to this diva. Your Brig came to bail your ass out, and you turned around and left her. Which means diva is now re-inting with almost no mech, but, like, this diva could have and should have gotten out alive. But if you had just stayed here, they would have gotten mech'd, yeah? One of your strengths, because you are so mobile, is you create 2v1s, yeah? You see a team member fighting somebody, you go help them. Lucio is the supportingest support. You support people. So you have to be watching your team and go help them, yeah? You don't just leave them to die like that. I mean, she didn't die, but neither did the diva, who absolutely should have. So I think you beat because of the sim, but, like, who is low right now? Who is going to die if they don't get this beat? Yeah? That beat saved no one. It's shields, yeah? It's not damage. It's shields. You want to give it to people who need them. No one needs them. Yeah? If people, multiple people are getting low, if a big ult that can actually kill them immediately comes in, stuff like that, then sure. But this sim, it's going to take a while for her to damage people, even with nano. So you have time to drop the beat. Also, if you drop beat on cart, it goes off faster, because you go from a low ground to a high ground. Your beat drops whenever it lands, yeah? So you kind of jump up and do this boom. And if you go from level ground to level ground, you have to go further. So level ground onto stairs or onto the cart, it can be really good for getting your beat off faster if you need to. Your Reinhardt's chasing somebody. Speed and kill that Moira. Yeah. Play to help people with whatever they are doing. Yeah? Just, like, look at them. And specifically help people that, like, can really use your speed. So, like, slow tanks, slow DPS, people who need to get in, specifically people who need to get in close to the enemy. You can really help them out, yeah? Anyone who needs to get close, you should be helping. And then again, like any 2v1s you see, anyone who's getting dove that you can help. Oops. Yeah, I'm actually not going to go into the multitasking stuff yet. That's like... That's a whole nother level. We gotta stop inting, and we gotta start playing like a support, yeah? If your DPS are bad, and they're losing to the enemy DPS, well, they don't lose if you go help them, yeah? You create 2v1s, and that's how you win. And stop going in front of your tanks. Yeah, you didn't need to touch the cart here. Look how much time is left. There was no reason for you to push the cart. Here's your diva behind you. Let her touch the cart. Yeah? There was absolutely no reason for you to do that. You just ran forward and died. And now you can't contribute anymore. Yeah? We are doing what is commonly called running it down. Yeah? We're just running in and dying over and over again. Running it down, running it down.
Science will reveal 30 seconds remaining. Fire. What time we had is fading. Group up. Join with me.
Group up with me.
Group up with me. This will heal you.
Dang. You got time. And your brick touched with rally, yeah? So, like, and now your tanks are touching. You don't need to be here. The touch has happened, yeah? You just stood there and died to turrets that you didn't need to break. You could have just stood back here and healed and lived and let your team do that, yeah? You're getting... I have this fear that you're getting into this trap of, well, my team's not doing the thing, so I have to go do it. And that's so wrong, because as soon as you stop doing your job and try to do theirs instead, they can no longer do their jobs at all, and you are worse at it than they are. So if they're having a hard time, you doing it for them is just worse in every way, yeah? You do your job, and then if you can do extra, that's great, but you gotta do your job first. You can't do a different job instead. And the thing is, fights can take a long time. You can play slowly. You don't have to just run in and run it down over and over again. You go in, you back out, you go in, you back out. If it takes a full minute for your DPS to get a single pick, that's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely normal. You don't need to start panicking and trying to, like, make something happen. You don't need to make something happen. Almost any game. Especially not in this elo. Yeah? We just gotta be doing our job. And living. Cool. I hope that helps. If you would like to drop another VOD, please feel free. There is so much depth that can go into this game. But, like, we gotta get the fundamentals going first, yeah?